Good morning students. Let us continue the non-conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional means the sources of energy which can be renewed in short time period and used again and again. So today we are going to discuss about this. So you know that with technological progress our demand for energy increases day by day. Our day-to-day life and last time you have seen the demand that increases and we need more energy, and new technologies are also developing and they are more efficient and the fast. So here today we are going to discuss the solar energy. Now solar energy, the energy that we get from the sun. You know that the sun has been radiating enormous amount of energy at the present rate for nearly 5 billion years and will continue the radiating at the rate of same about 5 billion years more. Only a small part of solar energy reaches the outer layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Nearly half of it's absorbed while passing through the atmosphere and rest reaches the Earth's surface. Okay, now let us see the activity 14.5. Take two conical flasks and paint one white and other black. Fill both with water. Place the conical flask in direct sunlight for half an hour to 1 hour. Touch the conical flask. Which one is the hotter? You would also measure the temperature of the water in the two conical flasks with the thermometer. Can you think of the ways in which this finding could be used in your daily life? So which one you will find more hotter? Obviously the black color painted will be more hotter. A black surface, because the black surface absorb more heat as compared to the white or a reflecting surface under identical conditions. Solar cooker, you know, and solar water heater are also use this property in this working. Some solar cookers achieve the higher temperature by using mirrors to focus the rays of the sun. Solar cookers are covered with a glass plate. Recall what we have learnt about the greenhouse effect. Thus, this explains why the glass plate is used. Now, all of you have seen the solar cooker. Actually, solar cooker is one of the metallic box in which the lid is of glass, and inside it 4 to 6 containers are kept having lids. So, food is kept inside these lids and inside these containers and covered with the lids, and the mirror is adjusted in such a way that directly the sun rays fall on it, then reflected back and fall on these containers already containing the food, and this bottom is painted with black color. You know that the black color absorbs more heat, and that heat is absorbed this bottom, and bottom become the hot of this solar cooker, and the food cap that is become hot. So a temperature by the solar cooker we get up to boiling point of the water, that is 100 degrees Celsius. So fulkas, puris cannot be, and frying cannot be made, fried and deep frying cannot be done, while the boiling, then dal, rice, boiling the vegetables, that can be done easily in the solar cooker. Okay, now same way the solar water heater also. The solar water heater, you have seen nearby school, so many solar water heaters are kept on the terrace. So the pipes of the water which coming from the tank, they are painted by the black color, and this black color absorb the heat, and inside the pipe the water becomes hot. and in the tap we get the hot water for cooking or bathing. So many hotels you have seen this type of solar water heaters are kept. It is easy to see that these devices are useful only at certain time during the daytime. This limitation of using solar energy is overcome by using solar cell that converts solar energy into electricity. So solar water heater, then solar cell. In the cell the chemicals are filled. So chemical energy that convert into electrical energy. A typical cell develop a voltage up to 0.5 to 1 volt energy only they can generate and can produce 0.7 watt of electricity when exposed to the sun. A large number of solar cells are combined in an arrangement called solar cell panel, and that can deliver enough electricity for practical use. The principal advantages associated with solar cell are that they have no moving parts, require little maintenance and work quite satisfactory without the use of any focusing device. Another advantage of that, they can be set up in remote and inaccessible hamlets or very sparsely inhabited areas in which laying of power transmission line may be expensive and not commercially used. Now silicon, what is used? Silicon is one of the elements which is used for making the solar cells, is eminent in nature, but availability of the special grade silicon for making solar cell is limited. The entire process of the manufacturing is still very expensive. Silver used for interconnection of the cells in the panel further adds to the cost. In spite of this high cost and low efficiency, solar cells are used for many scientific and technological applications. Artificial satellites, then space probes like Mars orbiters use solar cell as the main source of energy. Radio or wireless transmission systems or TV relay stations in remote locations use solar cell panels. Traffic signals, calculators and many toys are fitted with solar cell. The solar cell panels are mounted on specially designed inclined rooftops so that more solar energy is incident over it. The domestic use of solar cell is however limited due to its high cost. Now the next topic, the energy from the sea, tidal energy, wave energy, ocean thermal energy, geothermal energy, nuclear energy, all these portions are cut from your course. Okay. Now the next topic I am going to continue in the next chapter.